Happy holidays and a joyful new year from Crowfall. Look at those two guys. Don't they look amazing? Like they're having a lot of fun. And the little sparkle in the Myrmidon's teeth. That is amazing. Since Crowfall's launch, the team has been committed to improving gameplay, providing more engaging and rewarding campaigns, and increasing accessibility to new players. As we bid farewell to 2021, we wanted to look back at all that was accomplished in the past few months and glimpse of what's to come in 2022. Campaigns, October and December. This is from Gordon. Okay, Tyrant. This is from the executive producer. We've continued to iterate and improve the gameplay, victory conditions, and rewards of our campaigns. We are committed to providing campaigns that encourage tremendous PvP. I love that he used the word tremendous. And provide appropriate rewards for your efforts doing that campaign. And they have done that. The rewards are getting much better. Cross-region campaigns were introduced in order to allow players from all over the world to compete in a single campaign and better find conflict no matter when you can play. Each major region has zones located in their region for better connectivity and sieges dedicated to their time zone. Now, whether you like this or not, I think it's great because I did not like that when you had to go to different. You remember, Callie, you used to have to go to like specifically to like the Australia servers. Or you had to go to the U.S. servers, and not only the U.S. servers, but there was an east and a west and a north and a south. Yeah, and then there was the EK, which had like a east and a west or something. You know, it was insane. So this thing that they added, I personally think it's cool as far as from a convenience standpoint. New campaign points of interest, including the mines, were introduced. This is a great feature. Rather than requiring controlling a fort to provide building materials, the mines are a strategic location where players can acquire these resources. So yeah, I believe what they're talking about here are they're these towers. These towers are in the world now, and once you attack these towers and go up to the top, you can get a key. And when you have that key, it lasts for 30 minutes, and it allows you access to all the chests in the mining areas. So it's actually strategic rather than just a free-for-all. I think the last campaign, it was pretty much just a free-for-all, and anybody could grab the chests and do whatever. But now you actually have to do a little work and take over this spot on the map. Access to the mine chests is granted by capturing Mine Overseer's Tower, which grants the buff Overseer's Keys and encourages players to fight at this location, and can confirm it does work. Shadow Campaign introduced in August. The Shadow, faction versus faction, allows gilded and ungilded players alike the opportunity to capture strongholds, siege objectives, and construct and upgrade buildings and earn campaign rewards. The Shadow World band is intended to provide a means of progression for players, bridging the gap between God's Reach and the Dregs through participation in 3 faction campaigns. These are the bands that he's talking about. So there's, if you can see that, so there's different bands. There's Guild versus Guild, Faction versus Faction, and Starting Worlds, and then your Eternal Kingdom. So what he's talking about is right here. This is called the Shadow. Faction versus faction. Each time and each faction lasts a certain amount of time. This particular one, Paytanora, lasts for 3 weeks, and it's also got a Christmas event running, and so does Dregs. But Dregs is like where the big boys play. Okay, this is where the larger guilds and the really hardcore of the hardcore, what do they call that? The 1% of the 1% of the 1%. Those guys go there. Me, and a lot of people I know, and probably you too, if you're watching this video, would go to this one, which is a little bit easier on the stress levels. Now, the Dregs also had some updates. Alliances are intended to allow small guilds to ally and be competitive with larger guilds. Conquest points of guilds in an alliance are combined for the purpose of campaign standings and rewards. The number of guilds that can participate in an alliance was increased. The number of active players in a guild alliance limited per zone to ensure competitive gameplay, and that a single guild alliance can't limit others from participating in a siege. And that's that particular statement there at the end there. What people were doing was they were getting into these dregs, and then they were loading. And we used to do this in Vega Conflict. They would load the entire zone with their own players so that nobody else could get in that zone. And that's a very common tactic. You know, Vega had to deal with it. Maybe Battle Pirates too. I don't know. Maybe War Commander. I don't know. But Vega Conflict, definitely we did this to prevent others from getting into our area. And that way we would be relatively untouched and we would get rewards as needed. It's annoyance to the players, but it's a necessary evil because you can't trust the players to play fairly. They're just not going to. It's a very big bell curve. It's something that Gordon taught me a long time ago. There's a bell curve to PvP, and there's a very tiny bit on the top, and then everybody else is way down on, there's a few stragglers in there, and then down at the very bottom of the bell, that's where most of us are, hanging on the edge of the bell. So I've always remembered that. I'm going to talk about the quality of life improvements for August and December. Soul binding items to allow items to be locked to an account rather than a specific character. Nice. Item enchanting introduces the opportunity for further customization of player crafted items. Improved chat system that allows players to customize their chat layouts as well as join, leave, and create new chat channels. That's really cool, actually. That's way better than it was. It was just a hot mess before. Improved the maps to load significantly faster. That's true. The improved, it used to be a nightmare. You'd hit the tab button or whatever to open the map, or the M key, and you were just like going, hello, 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 map, hello, where's the map? And then eventually it would pop in. The improved maps also improve finding fights with interactive death markers. So it shows you where people are dying on the map. It'll show you like little gravestones, and then that way you know that there's PvP going on there. So you can, if that's your thing, if you like the PvP, you can get your butt over there and start a PvP. It allows you to see your group location on the map as well. So when you're grouped up with people, it gives you a little marker on the what's that thing called? A compass, and you can see where your buddies are. So you can run in the same direction as them and find them when needed. Provided more detailed information on points of interest and much more. So yes, they did do that. Like, it's a lot easier to see where things are happening now. They have more hot zones, which they may talk about later. They have a lot more going on. There's a lot more going on. It's a lot easier to see where the action is, which is a great welcomed change, and I'm glad of that. The only thing I wish they would do is allow us to pin a location on the map and let us put a marker up for that. And I'm sure maybe that'll be a thing in the future. Group loot options to allow players in a group to agree to split gold loot, roll on items, and have master looter. This is a huge thing, especially when you're in a guild like ours where we don't really want to pay attention. We just want to go in there and kill stuff and then let the loot go where it will. We make it fair, obviously, and everybody rolls for everything and all that stuff. You can set all that up to be automagic. Multiple crafting UI improvements, from increased response time to linking to sub-recipes from within a recipe, and even better tooltips on recipe multiple outcomes. So yes, this is huge, and I'm not a crafter. But I could tell you right now, when I wanted to make something and I didn't know, and it said that I needed some weird thing and I didn't know what it was, I clicked on the weird thing and it told me how to make the weird thing. That is a beautiful thing. But support for free trial accounts was added so that players interested in playing can try the game for a limited time, which is true. There's links down in the About section if you want to check that out. And also I get a 25% discount. Free trial accounts can play for 10 days and can level characters up to level 31 for free. 31. I think that's a typo. I think it's 30. Because you don't get a free vessel at 30. So I think that's an oopsie. Free trial accounts have some limits in gameplay, including being unable to trade and post to public chat channels or receive campaign rewards while in free trial status. So basically, you can't just get an account, come in there and spam gold farming or some other crap. You have to actually buy the game. Then you can spam all you want. All right, balance improvements and changes, August through December and ongoing. The design of Crowfall has been to allow for classes and making impactful choices in character customization, including discipline selection. Balancing combat with this number of options is a challenge. You ain't kidding. But we're committed to continuing to tune and balance combat each update. That's going to be going on basically forever. Reducing the potential for big hits where players are unable to recover from spike damage. So I don't know about that one, but I assume that was pretty bad. Like somebody would just one-shot you. That nobody likes to be one-shotted. Tuning problematic powers that warp competitive gameplay. I'm not sure what that one is, but okay. Tuning talent trees for multiple classes. Eternal Kingdom improvements. Improvements to the way in which buildings are placed. VIP rewards. Crow VIP members receive unique benefits, delivering value on multiple levels. Choice, value, and convenience. Man, he sounds like a salesperson. Imagine that. As a VIP, you receive priority access to all campaign worlds. Enjoy the gift of up to $14.99 crowns per VIP month, granted at the start of each paid VIP period. And you can take advantage of additional Vault and World Bank storage along with additional benefits worth crowing about. December VIP reward, All Father Crowns Totem, a gift from Valken, increases your damage bonus by 2%. Oh, so they gave us in December they gave us this little thing you wear on your chest, and it basically gives you a 2% damage bonus. November VIP reward, Tree of Life Sigil, plus 2 critical strike and critical healing bonus. So that's also another thing you wear on your chest. October VIP reward, Head of the Trickster Helmet. It's a helmet. It has 0 stats, and it's just decoration. Sometimes good PvPers will wear it around in the newbie zones to terrorize the newbies and also give them a chance to win, which doesn't ever work out for the newbies. All right, September VIP reward, Spirited Steel of Cybele. That is a horse. That is a great looking horse. July VIP reward was a Griffin mount, another great horse, a little bit too big. The June VIP reward was a Crow Spirit mount and player name frame. The 2021 Chromus Merry or Miser event. That's happening right now. Now until January 2nd, the Chromus Merry or Miser event is live. Players can harvest Chromus magic with the use of special Chromus magic finder potions and sometimes lost presets that contain a variety of goods. Participants in the event are eligible for mystery box determined by the winning team. So for more details, check out the live event description here. We're not going to get into that. Monumental opportunities, a look ahead at 2022. Now, to see what he did there? Monumental opportunities, because Monumental bought the game. Very clever.
Really?
The biggest news is end-of-year acquisition of Crowfall by Monumental. We're excited to be working with the Monumental team. I am too, because that means the game's going to stick around for a little bit. Now, Monty, if you don't know who Monty is, he's played Ultima Online, Shadowbane, DAOC. He's an old school gamer, like many of us are that come here. And he knows a lot about older MMOs, and he knows a lot about PvP MMOs. Our near team focus is continuing to make Crowfall more fun, easier to navigate, and ensure there are ample PvP opportunities for groups of every size. Thank you. That's what we want to hear. This move provides us with the capital, support, and fresh energy to accelerate our exciting plans for Crowfall. The team of Crowfall, they appreciate your support and look forward to serving you next year and beyond. And then basically, Gordon gives us a big happy holidays and happy new year. Gordon Walton, executive producer and support specialist with Crowfall. Crowfall for being a little niche company, they like excel at trying to help the player base where they can.